It's Jean with Kept in Stitches. Welcome. It is time for my week in review, where I invite you into the Stitching Cottage along with me to see what I have accomplished during the last week and maybe give you a few hints of what is coming up in the week ahead. So let's get right to it and see what I have done this week. I have to tell you, not near as much as what I did the last couple weeks. And you know, it just seems like your weeks kind of change, from time to time. You can be really, really productive at one time, and then the next week it just seems like even though you are spending a lot of time and you are doing a lot of things, nothing seems to be getting accomplished. And that's okay. You do what you have to do. So this week, I don't really have that much to share with you that I can show, because a lot of what I have been doing this week is I have actually been doing a major reorganization here in the Stitching Cottage. I am taking one whole area of the Stitching Cottage, which is the area that is behind the long arm, and I am reorganizing that. I have also moved a few things around in the Stitching Cottage, which that takes time, especially when you're my age and doing it by yourself. And to move one thing, it seems like you have to move 4 or 5 things, and it just becomes a bigger mess and more to deal with. So that's what has been taking up a lot of my time in the Stitching Cottage. One of the things that I did do that I have been telling you that I was trying to accomplish is I did empty out my tall plastic set of drawers that I used for my scrap leftover storage. And I have that down to now a usable amount that fits in one cubby in the cubby units on the wall. And I am now able to use that storage for some of my works in progress, the current ones that are laying out, instead of them being in the way on surfaces most of the time. So that was moved, and in order to move that, what was in that area had to be moved to the other area, and then things had to be moved that were around that, and you get it. One thing snowballed into another. But I am very happy with the progress that is being made on that reorganization here in the Stitching Cottage. It's going a little slowly, but it is getting done. And one of the other things that I did is you can see part of my quilting cabinet here. I happen to have the Quilter's Dream Cabinet by Horn. It is a double-sided with a set of drawers and everything special for it, large quilting cabinet. So there is room for 2 sewing machines and work area besides on that sewing cabinet. And you may see, right next to me here, one of my camera mounts. Did a lot of reorganizing and changing. Like I said, I took everything completely off, cleaned it all off real good, and then reorganized, resituated, reconfigured things that I have in that work area to be able to do the videos that I bring you live and recorded from that area. So that, I am hoping, is going to work out more efficiently for me. We will wait and see. I haven't done a video since I changed it yet. Getting ready to do one after I do the week in review, which will be a tutorial on our Follow Your Heart snippet roll project. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial on that for the next steps, so you will see what you need to be doing on that. And some of the other things that I did get to, of course, this week is I did a little bit more work on the needle books, and you saw part of that work done during one of the lives. And then I also have been making the yo-yos for the table runner that I'm doing. That is a Kim Deal pattern called Tulips and Tossed Greens. So have been working on a couple things, and always things in the plans for what is to be done ahead also. And then I also had my celebration for the 1,000 subscribers and a giveaway during my live on Friday morning. And I have all of those packaged and ready to go out in the mail tomorrow. So you that won in those giveaways should be receiving your packages very shortly. And I am a little late in pulling my whip, which I pulled one the other day. However, that is a wool applique ornament of the month that is going to take quite a time to work on, and not something, there's already a lot of handwork that I am doing for those of you that do handwork other than the quilting on my channel and in the Facebook group, and I didn't feel that it was fair to add another handworking project, so I did pull another number in addition to that one from my humongous whip inventory. And it was, just to give you an idea, and there's more than what this number is, but the number that I pulled was 153. And that happens to be this beautiful Calico Craze pattern. It is a Barbara Brackman and Thompson pattern, and it uses 1870s dress print reproductions in it. Beautiful fabrics in it, a beautiful pattern. Just look at that pattern again. Sorry about the glare on it, but it is a kit, and all the fabrics are already in here. So I have started on that, and that I will be working on, and I will be sharing my progress along with you as I work on that whip. And in the reorganizing that I was talking about out here in the Stitching Cottage, one of the things that I am going to be doing, and thus more of the cubby containers, I purchased for inside the house in the small bedroom that we have in there, that of course is not used except for my husband's computer and that type of thing. I purchased a 6-unit and a 9-unit cubby. I guess now you know somebody is out here to put in that room. Excuse me one moment. Oh, we will pick him up so he doesn't get into mischief. But I purchased a 6-unit and a 9-unit cubby storage for in there, and I'm putting those together, and I will be moving all of my yarn that is still out here in the Stitching Cottage into that area instead, because that is where I do most of my work with anything that is a yarn project. So that will give me more room out here, which that is why I needed more of these that will be going in the cubbies that are already out here that don't have one in. And I purchased ones that match the room in the house to take all the yarn from here and put into those. So that is going to give me more room for, yeah, a lot of several things out here. I'm hoping anyway. We'll see how fast I manage to fill that space up also. And while I was getting those, I noticed these awesome, these are made for underbed storage. Cute little containers that have the plastic zipper top on them, and they happen to be marked down on sale for $5 a piece, and they only had 3 left, so I purchased and grabbed all 3 of those, and I am going to use those to organize some of the quilt tops that I have that need to be quilted yet. We will hope that he doesn't hit the camera down there. But so that is what these are for, and that I will be able to sort those a little better, have them arranged kind of by style, that type of thing, on ones that I have to be quilted yet on the long arm. So that is the intended use for those. They should stack nicely underneath the long arm out of the way. And that is basically what I have been doing this past week in the Stitching Cottage. And not much in the form of mail call. I only received one of the white chalk Soline fabric pencils, and I received one of the regular pencil lead Soline fabric pencils. So yeah. Oh, I did. I'm trying to think. No, that was all already shown in the last week in review. So that is what I received. Oh, I also received, and I don't have that here, but a couple of the needle threaders that I also use. And one of the other things sitting back here that I also will be working on coming up this week, and I have shown this before. It has been set to the side while we work on other things, but this is a little quilt that I designed for spring and kind of Easter, and since that's right around the corner, I thought I better bring it back out. If you recall this cute little scrappy 9-patch snowball quilt that I made out of this fabric that I found lying around in the Stitching Cottage, and I am going to be doing embroidery on each one of the middles of the snowball blocks. So I am going to get those marked and start the embroidery work on that. So that will be coming, whoops, as I drop it on the floor, sorry. So that will be coming up this week, and I will be sharing a little bit on how I do that also. I have everything in there ready to go for that project. I don't know where I just set it underneath it, of course, but excuse me as I set that back down there one moment. So that is everything that I have to share with you this week on what has been going on in the Stitching Cottage. Thank you everyone who has joined and watched. We'll watch this video. I appreciate it very much. Please remember to give the thumbs up. That does help our algorithm in getting our videos out to others and that type of thing. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to receive notifications. You never know what type of stitching or craft or quilting I may have that is something just really piques your interest. So be sure and do that. And if you are interested in my Facebook group that goes along with my YouTube channel, the link for that is always in the description box below as well. And it is Kept in Stitches and Friends. And you will also notice, of course, there is that join button. That is for memberships, paid memberships to my channel. I only have one membership level, and you can see what the perks are and everything for that. Some really great things that go on with that. So that is everything I have for you. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful upcoming week. Sorry about the camera shaking right now. We have Whip down there thinking that the stand is a chew toy right now. But he's still in training. He's only 3 months old, so we have to give him some grace at times. But thanks, everyone. Take care. And remember, in the meantime, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye.